Hello, and welcome to another episode of Landscape Photography Behind the Scenes. I'm Jack, and in today's episode, we learn all about what it means to overcome adversity in pursuit of a goal. In this episode, I work hard, I experience failure, and I learn lessons along the way. But my determination ultimately pays off. The hard work was worth it in the end as I stand atop a mountain, witnessing a beautiful sunrise and gleaming a deeper understanding of what life is really about. Well, this morning was a bit of a failure, unfortunately. I woke up on time, I left the house on time, I arrived at the trailhead on time. But, as you can see, I'm hiking through a lot of snow, and that just killed my time this morning. I was moving along pretty good, and I knew it would be snowy. I brought snowshoes, and I left them in the car. I didn't want to put them on my backpack for the 7-kilometer hike up here. And then it was another 7 kilometers of basically this, and I really could use the snowshoes for this part. The progress was painstaking. So I learned a lesson on my part. I should have just trusted what I packed instead of trying to get away with a little bit lighter. So my plan is, though, I am going to come back to attempt this again. It was a lot of effort for nothing, but at least now I kind of know what I'm in for a little bit. So I'm going to try again soon. I'll bring the snowshoes. Yeah. Like I said, though, big effort for not much. I made it most of the way to the mountain that I'm trying to climb, but by that last push, I was post-holing all the way up to my waist, and just lifting your leg out, pushing down, post-holing again, lifting your other leg out, it just kills your hip flexors. The progress is so slow, and I tried doing that for like 10 minutes before I kind of just decided to give up and turn around. So unfortunately, I didn't get my sunrise picture that I wanted to get this morning, but like I said, planning on coming back and doing this again, so let's do it. Hello, and welcome to another episode of Landscape Photography Behind the Scenes. I'm Jack, and this is about as hard as I've had to work for an image. This is my second time attempting coming up here. It's a lot of work, but it was worth it. From the top of Moose Mountain, you get essentially a 360-degree view. Beautiful sunrise, beautiful mountains. A little windy, a little chilly. But we're up here. We made it. And I'm really psyched I did too. So, about a week ago, a little bit more than a week ago, I attempted the same hike, trying to get up here for sunrise, and it was a bit of a failure. I learned some lessons along the way, but yeah, it was a failure, and I don't know, I had felt like I'd woken up super early and put in a ton of effort and didn't get any payoff in terms of photography. Of course, I like being out in the woods hiking. I like having a moment to myself out in nature, but yeah, as far as the photography was concerned, I failed. I just didn't plan out my morning well enough, and I didn't trust that I needed to bring snowshoes, so I figured I would leave them in the car and get away with a little bit of a lighter backpack, but that proved to be the wrong choice. So that sat with me for a few days, and I wasn't sure whether I was going to try this or not again. It's a really long hike this time of year because the one road doesn't open till May, so it adds another about 14 kilometers going up and back, just doing that road alone. Plus the fire road that you take to get up to Moose Mountain is full of snow. So this morning I woke up even a little bit earlier. Yeah, so I was kind of just sitting on that feeling for a while, whether I wanted to come up here or not. And anyway, today's Monday. I took a day off work to come up here. Forecast said the sky would be mostly clear. We got a little bit of a sunburst. It's a little cloudy, but it's really all I can ask for. Yeah. Anyway, so the second time coming up here, I decided to make some adjustments. So I gave myself a little bit of extra time, first of all, and second of all, I committed to the snowshoes. And yeah, having both of those in place allowed me to get up here in time for sunrise, and I was able to set up my camera. I tried out taking a couple of panorama kind of images of the mountains there. We'll see how that turns out. That would actually be my first time ever taking a panorama, so I kind of know the basics, but I'm definitely not an expert at it, and I give it like a 50-50 chance that those work out, but it doesn't really matter. What matters is the experience and getting out here and failing and trying again. If you can give yourself something to overcome, something difficult to do, something that pushes you out of your comfort zone, that makes you grow, that's the point of life. That's why we're out here at all. It's not to sit on the couch and watch shows all day. It's not to go to the office and work. It's to give yourself a challenge, something to overcome. And now I can go home and I'm totally satisfied. I mean, I have been out hiking for about 5 hours already. I'm sweaty. I'm cold. I'm tired. And I got a long ways back to the car. So if anybody needs a little inspiration to get out and go see something new and go try something new, hey, just see what I'm up to here. It's all about experience. Even though I failed, there's no failures. You try again and you make it work. And if you're determined enough and you have the right mindset, it'll work out for you. So keep trying, keep pushing it, and keep growing. All right, that's it for my time up here. It's a long way back to the car, and I've had an early day. It's been a long day. Time to go home and have a bath. Again, thank you so much for watching. I hope you got a kick out of this one, and subscribe for more. All right, thanks again. See you next time.